What's good, you guys? Bricks here, back with another video, and today we're going to go through what I like to call the 7 levels of producers. And by the end of this video, you'll know which level you are, what to expect at that level, how to get to the next level. I mean, you guys know all the producers that you know and love, super, mega, ultra, god level producers, they're level 7, but they all started at level 1. So how did they get from there to the finish line? I want to break that down and demystify for you guys. If you're a new producer, this is really going to help you. If you've been in the game for a while making beats, this is also going to really help you. I'm helping everybody get to the next level. If you don't know who I am, my name's Bricks. I'm a music producer. I'm a producer of the biggest artists in the world, Drake, Gunna, Lil Wayne, Young Thug, Lil Baby. Let's start the video. All right, let's get straight into it. Level 1. If you're a level 1 producer, you probably got a little laptop, some headphones, using some stock plugins. Maybe you got some crack plugins. Let's keep it G. You know what I'm saying? You probably got a little $50 keyboard, $100 little MIDI keyboard or something like that, and you're trying to fiddle with that. And you probably just got introduced to music production, or you was like freestyling with your friends or something. You was like, dang, we need some beats. I'm gonna start trying to make some beats or something like that. And you downloaded FL Studio and you're watching YouTube tutorials trying to figure out how to make it work. Now, level 1 is a special stage. Why is that? Because it's the beginning of your journey to level 7. And nobody's watching you at this point. Probably nobody even knows you make beats except your closest friends, if they even know, and you're just now getting your way around. This is like the tutorial stage of a video game. When you start the video game and they show you all the controls, you're trying to figure out how to work the character so you can start getting some XP. I'm gonna show y'all how to get XP in this video. Like I said, level 1 is pure passion. You don't expect to get anything from music except for having fun making beats, and this is where you do a lot of experimentation. So your first beat's probably gonna sound weird as hell, especially when you listen to them years later. You're gonna be like, dang, what was I thinking? Because you're just experimenting and it's just all passion at this point. So level 1, you're making beats in your bedroom. Maybe you played your beats for your friends, maybe not. You're coming home after work like, let me cook up something right quick, and you're watching content like this that's gonna help you grow. Now, every producer that you know and love started at this level. Murder Beats, Wheezy, Southside, Pharrell, Timbaland, every producer you can think of, every rock star you can think of started at level 1. So level 1 is not a bad place to be. It's just the beginning of your journey. Enjoy it. Now at level 1, you're probably not making any money from your music. You're probably not even thinking about that. You're probably not, you probably have never recorded a song. You don't have anybody rapping on your beats, nothing like that. The worst thing you can do is get stuck at level 1 forever. So I'm gonna show you guys how to get from level 1 to level 2 right now. Let's talk about level 2 and I'll show you how to get to level 2. So level 2 is a local producer. You probably done upgraded your setup a little bit, maybe got a little better computer, maybe you done got some KRKs, some studio monitors in your bedroom, maybe you done made a whole little basement studio or a studio in your little closet or something, or you done bought a mic at this point. Level 2, you probably done bought a mic and you got like a little interface and you probably recording yourself and recording your friends or something like that. Other people know you make beats now. People know you make beats. You've been cooking up for a while. It's like kind of becoming your identity, right? So level 2 is where you probably came up with a producer name. Now you going by so-and-so beats. You got a little name. So now you starting to think about, okay, all right, I'm cooking up now. Now at this stage, you probably have not been to a studio yet. You probably have not charged anybody for beats yet. You maybe have done a few songs, but you haven't been thinking about paperwork or splits or credits or nothing. You're not thinking about any of that yet. You're still just passionate, just cooking. And maybe you might be working with some people from your church or some people from your hood. You know what I'm saying? They done figured out you made beats, you done played it for a few people, and that's about where you are. But the question is, how do you get from level 1 to level 2? I'm gonna show you guys what to do. So first of all, not enough people know you make beats at this level. At level 1, nobody knows you make beats. Now, to get to level 2, somebody got to know you make beats, right? So you probably need to start sharing your beats with more people. Sharing your beats on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever you can do. Maybe you might want to start going to some open mics, playing your beats for people more than your immediate friend group. No, level 1 is like you're playing beats for your cousin and they're like, what do you think about this? Yeah, bro, that's hard. Level 2 is like you're playing your beats for people that do music as well. And you're starting to take the beats off your hard drive and play them for people. Level 1, hard drive graveyard. Your beats will never leave a hard drive. You probably don't even bounce your beats out all the time. Like at level 2, your beats are starting to get bounced out and put on a hard drive so you can go play them for people in different places, right? But you probably still have so many unfinished beats because you probably don't understand how to put together a song yet. You're still just fooling around, and you're starting to get a little bit XP though. You kind of know how to play the game. You might have did the first mission, but your XP growing a little bit. You're past the tutorial stage now. Now you're actually starting to get in the game. Right now, if you think you're a level 1 or level 2 producer, let me know which level you think you're at in the comments. Now let's get into number 3. So let's say you're a level 3 producer. Now you probably have roughly the same setup that you had when you was a level 2 producer. Probably still got the same monitors, probably got a few more plugins, learned a few more chords. Your beats are starting to sound a lot better than they were at level 1. Now, at this stage, you probably posting your beats on all the platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. People know that you make beats now. You got your little producer name. At this point, level 3, you probably got a tag at this point. This is probably the point where you're gonna get a tag, and when your beat comes on, people know that it's yours. Super, super important. Now, at this stage, you're probably taking things a little more serious and probably dedicating a significant amount of time to making beats and also uploading them. A lot of people got rich at level 3. Like, let's say somebody like Cash Money AP or Nick Mirror or something, and they was uploading a bunch of beats, and started getting some traction. Now you starting to think about thumbnails, SEO, and how people can find your beats. You're starting to go to more events, starting to go into more open mics. Probably at this stage, you've probably been to a beat battle. You probably done went to a beat battle in your local town or in, wherever you was at, and other people have heard your beats. They know you make beats. You're introducing yourself as your producer name. Yo, my name's Bricks. Nice to meet you, bro. I cook up, da-da-da-da-da-da. And you're probably collabing with a few other people in online or in your local area. You're still recording songs with local artists and stuff like that. But you're probably starting to think about charging them now. You're probably like, damn, I am doing a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Let me start putting some respect on my craft and start charging people. So you might be charging nigga $50, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to get a little something for your hard work. And it feels good. It feels like, dang, this shit is paying off. The more time that I put into the craft, the more that, I'm progressing. You're getting a lot of XP right now. You about to fight your first boss battle. You're getting some XP right now. You're starting to get some armor and some little, you know what I'm saying? You in the game now. Let's talk about how do you get to level 4 and how do you not get stuck at level 3? Because most people, I'm going to be honest, most people get stuck at level 3 indefinitely, and they're indefinitely posting beats, they're indefinitely cooking up, but they hit like a ceiling. So this is probably the level where most people quit, or they just get stuck at that. How do you get to the next level? I'm gonna show you guys how to get to level 4. If you're at level 3, leave a comment below, let me know. But wait a second, how do you go from level 2 to level 3? Well, you're posting a lot more. You've created a real brand for yourself now. You're so-and-so beats. You're introducing yourself as that. You're starting to think about, how do I market myself to get more opportunities? From level 2 to level 3, the difference between that is now you're probably sending out beats. You're probably sending out beats to artists, local artists or up-and-coming artists, and people are getting more familiar with you. And you're starting to think more about pricing and a little bit about contract. You're not really thinking about publishing, you're not really thinking about splits, but you have an idea like, okay, I gotta get credited for this beat. Level 1 and level 2, you're not even thinking about credit, you're not even thinking about produced by someone, so you're just cooking up, having fun. But now you're starting to think about like, okay, this shit gotta say produced by me. Everything that I drop, and you're starting to think about that because you're building a brand for yourself. I'm gonna show you guys why that's important. So let's get into level 4, and then after that, I'm gonna show you how to get to level 4. Now, level 4 is like the turning point. Like I said, most people quit at level 3 or below. If you reach level 4, when you listen to what I'm gonna tell you and reach level 4, this is where everything starts to change. Level 4 is where now you're cooking up in your bedroom too, but now you're going to studios with artists, doing sessions, charging them for beats. And throughout this process, maybe you get a hot song in the streets. Maybe you run into somebody that's important and you get their beats to them and they actually call you back. Level 4 is where now you're gonna get your first placement because you're moving around in the circles where that happens. You deliberately putting yourself in what I like to call the opportunity zone. A major studio or a decent studio. You're in your bedroom cooking up, but you're going to studios now. Now you're probably going to some music events, meeting people, maybe sneaking into some industry parties. This is where I start telling people like, yo, if OG Parker having a birthday party, you need to get in there, bro. What are you talking? Like, this is where you start trying to put yourself in the opportunity zone so that you can catch a placement. Because once you get a placement, then everything is really going to go to the next level. But level 4 is where Luck meets preparation. This is where you've been cooking up, you know that you're pretty good at what you do, and now you get lucky. Now you catch. You happen to be in a studio and a major artist walks in, or a really hot up and coming artist walks in, and you connect with them and you start recording with them, and people already know, yo, that's so-and-so beats. People know who you are at this point a little bit, and you start getting a lot more opportunities because you're going out into the world with your beats. Your beats aren't just dying on the hard drive or staying unbounced on your computer like level 1. You're outside. You outside now, okay? You're still not making a bunch of money, but you probably are selling a few beats here and there. Enough to like buy small things that you want to buy, like going buying shoes, going buying clothes, maybe some new headphones. You upgrading a little bit. You're making a little bit of money now. Now, once you get to the higher end of level 4, you've gotten your first major placement. You've gotten your first $2,500 to $5,000 for a beat. That's like the upper level of level 4. You know what I'm saying? Level 4 kind of split in two. This is like the validation stage. This is where you feel like the work that you've been putting in for the first 3 levels is actually paying off. And you're actually seeing tangible benefits from like, damn, okay, this shit is actually working. Let me start taking this a little more serious. Now you're curious about contracts, publishing, splits. Now you're starting to get curious about that. Like, cause now you're like, okay, this is getting pretty serious now. You know, it really becomes your identity. You look at yourself like, I'm a music producer at this point. You know what I'm saying? You don't look at yourself like, oh, I make a few beats here and there. Like, I'm a producer. This is what I do. This is level 4. Now, once you're at level 4, you probably want to start networking heavily with engineers. You're networking with managers. You're networking with, maybe you might run into some label person and you start networking with them. This is where you start expanding your circle, expanding your network in order to create more opportunities for yourself. Because these are the type of people that are going to help you get to level 5 and help you get more bigger placements, which is the goal to get to level 5. I'm going to show you guys how to get there too. Now, if you get to level 4, at this point, you're probably not going to quit. Like, if you made it past level 3 and you done got into level 4 territory, you're probably not gonna quit now. You in it now. You a real producer now. And this is where you start to realize that people are more important than beats. Like, number 1, level 1, 2, and 3, you had a bunch of beats, but you ain't had no people. But now you start realizing, okay, somebody got to rap on this. I got to get these beats out. I got to get these placements. I need probably a manager or a lawyer or something like that. This is where you start to realize the importance of people in the situation. Like I always say, I'd rather have 1,000 connections in one beat than 1,000 beats in one connection. This is where you start expanding. You got XP now. You got a little bit of rank. But don't fall into this trap right here. This is what I hate about level 4 producers. These people start acting like what I like to call a bad bitch. Like, you got your first little Kevin Gates placement, or you got your first little baby placement. Now you acting like you a bad bitch. Like you just better than everybody. Oh, nigga, I do this shit. I like you start acting like you just a baddie, like looking down at other producers because they not at the level that you're at yet. And bro, I don't respect it at all. I never acted like that. I got 1 million plaques, bro, and I never treated any producers like they are lesser than me. I always try to help uplift them. Niggas at level 4 be sometimes starting to act like a baddie and starting to gatekeep and trying to, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that, guys. That's how you get stuck at level 4. Because once you start acting like that in front of somebody like me or any of my friends or anybody that's bigger than you, then you're gonna get stuck at level 4. Nobody gonna want to work with you. It's not a good look. Just don't do it, bro. Just keep it real and help other people. It's never gonna hurt you to help other people grow as producers, bro. So wait, how did you get to level 4 from level 3? Well, you probably have been DMing engineers, DMing artists, DMing managers, labels. You're trying to get your foot in the door. You're trying to find a home for your beats. And you probably have started to collaborate with a lot more producers and produce a lot more opportunities for yourself. Because once you start collaborating with a whole bunch of people, not only are you going to learn really, really fast and get way better, way faster, but you're also going to get access to their opportunities. Because at this point, you know, you might have a placement, so you might be working with an artist or sending beats to an artist, and they might also, if they're at level 4 as well or higher, they probably got opportunities as well. So now you guys are cooking up together and sharing your opportunities so you guys can get some placements together and start growing overall. That's probably what you've been doing to get from level 3 to level 4. You're going into real studios, meeting real people that do this shit, and you're starting to take this a lot more serious. You've made it over the hump. If you got to level 4, you have made it over the point where 90% of producers quit. Congratulations to you. If you're at level 4, let me know in the comment. Okay, so level 5. So if you're a level 5 producer, you're officially in the industry now. Now at level 5, you've gotten several placements, 4, 5, 6, 7 placements, and people are starting to notice. People are starting to request you to work with you for your sound. Because they're like, oh, bro did that? Yeah, we got to lock in with bro. And now you're getting a lot more traction. Now, because you got these placements, a lot more artists want to work with you. A lot more producers want to work with you and collaborate with you. It's easy to network now because now you have several places. Yeah, I did boom, 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 boom. I did this on this on this on this. They're like, oh, for real shit, let's lock in. It's super easy to create opportunity at this point. At this point, you're in the studio all the time. You're like going to the studio probably every single day, 6 days a week. You're going to other people's studios. You're moving around. You locking in with a lot of different people. You might even be flying. You're flying out at this point. You get invited to a session in LA that's important. You starting to line up sessions in LA. You fly out and knock out them sessions and start really, you making shit happen now. At this point, you might actually catch a slap. You might catch a song that go slick crazy and get like 100 million streams or something like that, which might sound like a lot to you guys who maybe be at a lower level or maybe not. But you might catch a slap that everybody know, or like a local hit song in your city that everybody know, which is making it super easy for you to start getting more sessions. This level 5 is a great place to be at. You're pretty much living off music at this point. Like if you're not fully living off music, you're making a significant amount of your income off of music, off of selling beats, off of maybe you might be mixing, you might be doing a lot of sessions, you might be engineering at this point. Like when I was at level 5, I would say I'm selling beats for like, I was telling niggas 3, 4 thousand. That was like my goal. I'll be like, look, I give you a beat for 500 or 3, 4 thousand, and they'll pick 3, 4 thousand. So I'm making 1,000 here, 1,000 there, 1,000 there. I'm mixing their songs as well. I'm moving around. All of my closest peers are level 5 or they are bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hanging out with people that have just downloaded FL Studio at this point. I'm hanging out with other people that got the same amount of placements as me, moving around. You know what I'm saying? Cooking up with them, getting access to all of their opportunities. They're getting access to my opportunity, and we're really starting to grow now. Now you might start meeting some record executive people because you're in a lot of different sessions, meeting a lot of different people at this time. Now, your beats is hard. Your beats is industry quality. Your shit is slapping at this point. Everybody know, you know, that's so-and-so. At this stage, you might even start getting approached by labels for publishing deals. Now you know about credits. You know about splits. You know about, okay, we need to have a contract. You know about these things. You know that you need to have a lawyer when you start talking to these labels. Now you got 4, 5, 6, 7 placements and labels are starting to notice. Labels don't notice beats. Labels notice motion. You got motion, they see it. They're watching, bro. It's their job to watch. A&Rs are looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he gonna do next. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how much he charges for beats. Now your beats, when a label hits you to get beats for their artists, now you're charging them $5K minimum. Worst case, $3,500. But now you getting $3,500s, $5Ks here. You starting to get your first, maybe in a couple 9 months, you might get your first BMI royalty check. It probably ain't gonna be nothing but 2 racks or something like that, 3 racks, but you're getting it. And you're probably gonna get that for a long, long time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still getting paid off for songs I did 10 years ago. Level 5 is where you in the industry. You working your move. You know what I'm saying? You done beat your first boss. You done leveled up your XP, and now you done did a shit ton of side quests. You got a whole bunch of items niggas ain't got. You know, you got some gold now. You know what I'm saying? Now you done beat the first boss. Now you got your chest out. Now you like, oh, I do this shit. These niggas ain't gonna tell me. You know what I'm saying? You confident now. You know what's going on. At this point, you got your brand. Niggas know your tag. When you play the beat, everybody gonna know that's your beat. The niggas know your tag at this point, for sure. At this point, you probably getting more into like sound designing too. Your shit starting to sound real good. But there's a few traps and pitfalls at this point as well. Hopefully, you learn from level 4 and you ain't acting like a baddie and you're sociable and connecting with people and moving around. That's really gonna help you. But at this point, the pressure is starting to get turned up. Levels 1 through 3, 4, you know, you're making beats, you're still having fun. You're gonna be having fun your whole career. Don't worry about that part. But now people are kind of expecting you to drop another slap. Like they're expecting you to get more placements and they're expecting you to have beats on deck. These artists that you've been getting placements with, they're hitting you up, yo, send pack. Now they're expecting you to have, this is where a lot of producers start using loops a lot because now it's about I need a lot of beats really fast because I'm getting a lot of people hitting me up for beats and stuff like that. You probably not uploading on YouTube and Instagram like that so much at this point because you're actually moving around in real life doing real shit. You know what I'm saying? At this point, you might be overworking yourself at some point. Like you might be getting so many opportunities that you are literally burning out because you're just taking you're not used to getting so many opportunities. So now you just take it, yeah, bro, I'll be there. Yeah, bro, I'll be there. And you might be in the studio 16 hours a day going to 3 different studios, working with this artist, that artist, this artist, getting phone calls, da-da-da-da-da. This is where at the end of this stage, you probably might need a manager. Like a lot of people from levels 1 to 4 might hear the word manager and like, yeah, that would be good. The manager gonna help me get placements and this and this and that. That's not a manager's job. A manager is to manage everything you got going on. So let's say hypothetically, they might be doing your schedule. You might be having mad sessions and your manager is kind of putting it together so that you can focus on the music. He's handling the paperwork, things of that nature. So you can just focus on the music because now you have to deliver now. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to fall off in stage 5. You don't want to have a slap and then 3 years goes by and you don't have another slap because then it's not a good look. So now you might have ran into a manager that got some industry connection that can actually put you in a few sessions as well, help you get to the next level. Because you realize you need to really tap in and focus on. Now you might have done broke up with your girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now you're focused on making beats. You probably done quit you're for sure probably not working a job or you're about to quit at this point. And you start making money and now you ain't got no job. So now your family think you're selling drugs. They're like, where is this money coming from? Like, how are you? I'm working my move. You know what I'm saying? You're level 5. You got some stain. Niggas know your name. People want to collab with you. People want to work with you and invite you to different camps and things like that. It's a really, really fun stage to be at. And I'm happy that I got there. But how do you get from level 4 to level 5? Let me show you guys what you got to do. I'm going to be honest. Getting to level 5 from level 4 is more so about consistency and expansion. Like expanding your network, expanding the amount of rooms that you're getting in and the people that you're meeting and staying super consistent like you're doing this every single day. You know what I'm saying? You're constantly trying to get beats to artists. You're constantly trying to meet new engineers, A&Rs, producers. You're pulling up on niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's really all it takes to get from level 4 to level 5. Because level 4, you probably done got a placement. So now you have a bargaining chip when you open your mouth and be like, yo, bro, what's good, bro? I'm so-and-so beats. You have your brand, you have your tag. I did this and this. You know that tag? Da-da-da-da. Yeah, bro. Oh, that's you, bro? Oh, shit, bro. Good to meet you. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, let's lock in. Let's get this. You getting a lot of that on level, like, the end of level 4, and now you starting to go into level 5. Because now you in a lot of different rooms now. You know, this shit really paying off. Now you like, damn, I'm so happy I started making beats and I didn't give up at level 3. Oh my God. Yeah, it's that. Now, like level 5 is when I started going overseas. Like I started going to France. I started going to London off of my beats to expand my network. Now I already had my studio bunking. I had opened up a studio. It was bunking. I was level 4. I had 1-2 placements. Then I started getting plaques. I started getting some slaps. You know what I'm saying? Level 5, you on your way to plaque land. You know what I'm saying? You got labels reaching out to you, you know, hey, bro, you know, we see you working, da-da-da-da-da. You want to come in and, you know, chop it up? You got that going on. So let's talk about level 6. Level 6 producer. Now, if you're level 5 or below, leave a comment below and let me know what level you guys is at. And let's go. So level 6 is, I would say that I'm at level 6. So level 6 as a producer, you got some plaques now. You got some slaps. You got songs that niggas know. Oh yeah, like a girl would know. Like somebody that's not in the music industry would know this song. You maybe have taken a pub deal at this point. You are in sessions and you are really only aiming for major artists. You're in the sessions with major artists. 80%, 90% of them is going to be major, and you're working with other producers that are doing the same thing, that got a lot of plaques. You're working with high-level writers, and you're getting into some high-level rooms. At this point, you're probably doing some interviews. Like, people want to talk to you. People want to know, yo, how did you start level 1 and get to level 6? You know what I'm saying? People want to know. At this point, you might even start considering signing some producers up under you to help you with all this workload, and to start helping other people grow as well. You might even start thinking about building a label or even signing an artist at this point. Because you got so many connections, you like, dang, I can make this shit go because I know, boom, 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 boom. I know so-and-so at Sony. I know so-and-so at Atlantic. I know the head of marketing at Warner. you know some people and you starting to have ideas like, dang, I could put some people on now. At level 6, you're doing music full time. You might have made 100 racks already. Like at level 6, you doing music full time. Like you wake up, you're doing music. You go to sleep, well, you probably ain't going to sleep because you probably doing music. You know what I'm saying? Level 6, you made it. I'm not gonna cap. Level 6, you made it, bro. If you made it past level 3, you slick made it because you know you didn't give up. But once you're at level 6, you made it. Niggas know who you are. Full show. You're charging independent artists in like a significant amount for be like a rack or like $700, like $1,500. Like you're getting money from your beats now, for sure. Now at level 6, if you get a major placement, now you're getting 10, 15, 17.5 for a beat, 10,000, 12,000. You're getting 5 figures per placement at this point, pretty regularly. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's like you're living from music now. You got that on top of independent artists, on top of the other little hustle that you got going on. You probably done bought a car off this shit. This shit paying your rent. You probably done bought your mom an iPhone off this shit. Like your family know, oh, he make beats now. Everybody know you make beats now. You that nigga. You might have pulled back up in your old hood and your new whip at this point. You know what I'm saying? I've done all of this. I can tell y'all exactly how this shit go. At level 6, you probably are not gonna get burnt out because this is your lifestyle now. You're so used to just going session to session to session to shit. This is you do it without thinking now. You wake up and be that nigga without thinking that at level 6. You're just shooting for hits at this point. You ain't trying to work with people from your hometown or people from your school. You ain't trying to work with no local artists like that. You trying to get hits now. You like, okay, I need a #1 smash. I need to get millions of dollars at this point. Like at this point, if you haven't taken a pub deal, now you can go and get $300K from the label, $400K from the label. You know what I'm saying? You can go get a pub deal easily at pretty much any label that you want at this point. And you thoroughly understand royalties, mechanical royalties, performance royalties, contracts, splits. You thoroughly understand every position that each person is playing in this entire spectrum of the music industry. You get it now. Your livelihood is dependent on it now. So now you really you've done your research, you know what's going on, and you know what it takes to stay at this level. At this point, you've probably been in the game for a little minute now. So what you don't want to do is get stuck in an era. Like, I don't want to say like Lex Luger. Lex Luger obviously is extremely big, but we could say he's pinned down to an era of music. And he could not surpass that. Now, I really didn't want to say that because I really fuck with Lex Luger. Shout out Lex Luger. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just keeping it G. Like, you might be that nigga of an era. Like, let's say, I don't know, I might be talking crazy now, but let's say DJ Mustard. Obviously, DJ Mustard is level 7 and beyond. But he kind of got stuck in an era. Now he revives himself with the Kendrick Lamar stuff, but this is where you might get stuck. You know what I'm saying? So you got to continuously keep in mind that you got to evolve with the game. You got to evolve with the times and keep up because the music is moving fast and you don't want to be in a situation where you done took a pub deal but you cannot continue to produce hits because the game done changed. Prime example, like I've seen, the game is cyclical. I've seen this shit over and over and over and over. It goes from like hard gangster shit to like Juice WRLD singing type stuff, and then it switched over to like girls. Then it was just all girls. Right now we in the girl era, but we're really ending the girl era. But at first, for a grip, it was all girls. Cardi B, Glorilla, Sexy Red, boom, boom. Like it changes, and if you can't adapt to those changes, you're gonna be stuck at level 6, which being stuck at level 6 is not a terrible place to be at all. It's the fucking, you're that nigga. You are the man at level 6. Everybody is looking up to you at level 6. You giving out advice. Your family is like, oh, they're all proud of you. You might be having plaques around your house for sure at level 6. But what you guys got to understand is you really want to get as many placements as you can while you're hot, because these placements are going to be paying you for the rest of your life. If you get a banger, bro, that shit gonna be paying your grandkids. You know what I'm saying? This is where you really want to take advantage of the level that you've achieved. You know what I'm saying? You that nigga now, and you gotta perform. It's like you're in the NFL now. You're in the NBA now. Like you gotta go and perform. You know what I'm saying? And keep going hard. You can't let up, because a lot of producers at level 6, they get that paper. And what I like to call it is they teeth get dull. So at first when they was at level 4 and 5, they was hungry. They was like, oh, I'm about to get this shit. Now level 6, you got you a nice car. You probably got a nice little crib. You might have had a baby with a giant, you know what I'm saying? Like you getting a little chubby. You getting a little big now, you know what I'm saying? Like you getting real comfortable. So that can also hurt you. It's great getting to that level, but you got to keep in mind that you got to keep your foot on the gas if you want to make it to level 7. You don't even have to make it to level 7 because you can survive above most of the world's population if you get to level 6. You're chilling at level 6. You good, but you're so good and chilling that you might lose. You know what I'm saying? Because these level 4 and 5 niggas is hungry. They coming, nigga. So you gotta either A, start scooping them up under you. You know what I'm saying? Which I've seen a lot of producers do, like successful ones, they just scoop up the hungry niggas and are able to still produce at that level and that workload. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll get comfortable and they might have a hit there. But at this level, if you get 1, 2, 3, 4 slapped, like you're hitting Billboard Hot 100 at this point if you're level 6. You know what I'm saying? If you get enough of those, you might be good for life if you budget your money correctly. If you budget your money correctly, you might be able to live off your royalties for life. And if you have enough slaps, you know, a couple years down the line, 10 years down the line, you can sell your catalog. You might get $1 million, $2 million, $3 million for your catalog. And you're good. You good, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Level 6 is great. I would consider myself to be at level 6. But let's talk about what it takes to go from level 5 to level 6. Now, to get from level 5 to level 6, you need to start hanging out with a lot bigger producer than yourself so that you can start learning from them. You know what I'm saying? And you can start building a lot more like strategically instead of just shooting out beats. Now you probably are turning down sessions at the end of level 5 to focus on bigger sessions at this point. You're trying to bag a big fish. So your focus starts to shift from level 5 to level 6 in a way that is more like, okay, I need to really start getting back-to-back slaps so I can build a financial foundation for the rest of my life. You starting to shift from, okay, I'm balling, I got some placements, I'm lit, to, okay, now we need to start taking this very, very seriously so that I can live the rest of my life off of this shit. You're starting to shift your focus to that. You know a lot of people at the label. You've been meeting them. You've met hundreds of people over your journey, and now all of those opportunities are multiplying by each other. So now you have unlimited opportunities. Level 6, to get to level 6, you done put in your work. You done put in your 10,000 hours, you done paid your dues, and everybody knows it. Keep it real. If you're level 5 and you're trying to get to level 6, the number one thing you can do, really the number one thing you can do at any of these stages to get to the next one, is to click the link down in my description and join my VIP community where I'm gonna give you all my plugin presets, my drum kits, all my drum kits. You're gonna get lessons, you're gonna get classes about networking as a producer, branding as a producer. You're gonna be surrounding yourself with people that are taking this shit serious, that are probably way higher than you on this level list, and they're gonna help be able to pull you up. I started this shit to build a community of producers to do exactly what this video is about, which is grow and learn and take your shit to the next level. Click the link down in the description. I can't wait to see you guys in the community, and you're gonna get a whole bunch of amazing stuff from me for a crazy, crazy low price. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all like this content, drop a comment. Let me know what level you at. Like this video and send it out to people so they know how to get to the next level. If you care about them and you want them to get to the next level, send that shit, man. Let's get into level 7 and how to get there. So level 7, even I'm not at level 7, bro. Level 7 would be like Dr. Dre, Timbaland, Pharrell, Murder Beats, Weezy, South. Like, you're a household name. You're people who don't even do music or are not associated with the industry in any way, they know who you are. You're making millions of dollars. You're a millionaire. You are on TV and shit. Like, you're a god. You got your own label. You can command whatever price you want for a beat. You're getting anywhere between $25,000 and $150,000 for one beat, bro. Like, you getting paid just to get on the phone and talk to people. Like, you are the movie star equivalent in the producer or in the music industry. Everybody knows you. You're at award shows, getting awards. You are the man. Everybody wants to be like you. Everybody is looking up to you, and you're able to take care of your whole family. You're good. You done bought your mom a house. You done bought your mom a car. You done bought your sister a Birkin. Like, I don't know what it, you know what I'm saying? You're the man. You're unstoppable. How do you get to level 7? Shit, I have no idea. All I know is y'all better subscribe to me, man, because I'll be dropping them gems for y'all, man. Click the link down in the description, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping into this video. Hopefully everybody gets to level 7. If you guys got any questions, please send me a message. Or if you guys want to send beats to me, I do beat reviews where I listen to you guys' beats and show you how to improve absolutely for free. You can do that down in the description. Join our WhatsApp group, join our Telegram group, text me, call me. I'm here, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Let's go. Also, before we end the video, I have a mentorship program where I mentor producers that are at any level. If you're ready to take it to the next level, and I can show you how to at least get to level 6. If you want to join my mentorship, it's a 9-week one-on-one mentorship where I'm going to be working with you, showing you everything that you need to take your production career to the next level. Click the link mentorship down in the description and apply. There's only a few slots left because obviously I'm giving you my personal time. It will be very beneficial. This is where my biggest and most successful students come out of this program. Also, we got the Bricks Academy retreat November 14th. So if you want to pull up to Atlanta and cook up with all of these super producers I'm gonna have in the building, click the retreat button down in the description. You'll get all the information and you'll be able to get your ticket to come cook up with us, man. Appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go.
So I want to share a quick story, explain with you who I am and what I do. My name is Damane. I'm a music producer from Atlanta, Georgia, and I don't work with the biggest artists in the world: Drake, Gunna, Lil Wayne, Young Thug, Lil Baby. You name it, 21 Savage, I don't work with them. And not only was I able to do that, I just spent the last 3 years helping hundreds of producers just like you start from absolutely nothing and start selling their beats, getting their first sales, getting their first placements, getting their first plaques, even some people getting record deals, bro. You need to surround yourself with people that have accomplished the things that you want to do in your life if you want to win. And that's why I created the Producer Pathway. What is that? The Producer Pathway is the #1 community for producers where we're growing, learning, connecting, and simplifying the process of producing. You're going to get access to 5 hours of course videos taught by me. You're also going to get all of my kits, all of my loops, all of my MIDI packs, every single thing that I have to offer. You're going to get. Also, I'm going to give you a copy of my newest book, Brick by Brick, where I started from absolutely nothing and told the story about sleeping in my car to working with Drake and working with the biggest artists in the world, how you can do the same thing. You're also going to get access to the Bricks Academy Lite, which is a super light version of my 6-week-long program where producers learn how to sell their beats, get placements, start networking, and start getting progress. You need to be around people that build you up instead of break you down, and that's why we do weekly Zoom calls with the industry's top producers so you can connect with them one-on-one and start networking. Bro, for everybody that's on this video right now, I'm gonna do something so special. I'm gonna offer all of this stuff at a price that is truly ridiculous. If you're a music producer or a beat maker, this community is for you. Lock in right now and become a founding member before the price goes up, guys. You're gonna be getting weekly calls, kits, MIDIs, plug-in presets, melodies, copy of my book, a copy of my course, a copy of my... Actually, I just did a viral content creation guide. I also put that in there. It's a whole bunch of awesome stuff, guys. The time to act is now. Join the community. Just remember, sometimes it's the smallest decisions that could change your life forever. Get around people that are winning, that can show you that everything that you need to know to take your career to the next level. This could change everything for you guys. Click the link, join the community, and I'll see you guys there.